Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will put total leather and will get started. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Harbor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. That's caught. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Running to Green. Oh, out of space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Under fire. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Sellers. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Well, I love that play by the defense there, hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down. And they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab, it's Harbor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. Wide open spaces. There he goes. Just keeps moving. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He might want another play. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Touchdown, South Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick completion on the out route. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And now the hit knocks it loose. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. Inside the 30. The tag. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
To the air, it's Sellers. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the 1st half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. A quick timeout call by the kicking team here. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll pull it down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead. This Week 8 showdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Bruins have moved it inside the 20. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got the quick pass. And they're able to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Flores. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
UCLA, 7.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going with the ground game left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Swessinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively, we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes a connection. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rides the back and leaves it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's a fly. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Sends it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. It's a seam wide open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Running back searching for a hole. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Flips it out on the screen. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll operate out of split backs. Handoff from the shotgun. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. He's taking the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship. And winning a national championship